Hey everybody, this is Halstead and Andrew McMillan with REH CPA. Today we want to talk about the de minimis safe harbor election. A lot of you guys out there are small business owners or own rental properties. You're always looking for an easier tax deduction. Well, the de minimis safe harbor election really helps you to be able to expense certain things that you normally would have to capitalize. And I got Andrew McMillan here with me today. Andrew, can you tell us a little bit about the de minimis safe harbor election?
So by default, if you own a business or rental properties, by default, if you buy tangible property, you're going to be required to capitalize that in your business and depreciate it over its useful life. So for example, if you buy a computer for $1,500, by default, you're going to be required to capitalize that on your balance sheet and then depreciate it over 5 years. So it's not a real great tax deduction when you go and buy tangible property. And what we're talking about are like computers, desks, chairs, furniture, things like that you buy for your business or for a rental property, couches. You're going to be required to write that off over a number of years. But the workaround here is to make this de minimis safe harbor election, which all that does is it gives you the ability to immediately deduct those expenses in the current year and not have to depreciate them over a number of years.
So what is the maximum dollar amount that you can do this for?
So there's $2 amounts to keep in mind. If you do not have an applicable financial statement, which all that really means is like an audited financial statement or a financial statement.
Which most people don't have.
Most people don't. Most of our clients, they do not have an applicable
Most small
financial.
business owners don't have an applicable financial.
So if you don't have one of those statements, then you can immediately deduct expenses that are less than $2,500.
A piece.
A piece. That's per.
Not in total, a piece.
Correct. So you can buy 5 computers. As long as they're all less than $2,500 individually, then you can deduct all those in the current year.
Right. It's also a little bit different in that you don't have any real limitations on the amount that you can do. And plus, whenever it comes to state taxes, a lot of times there's add backs on bonus and 179 that you won't have if you do the de minimis safe harbor election.
Correct. So we've done some videos on Section 179 and bonus. You know, those are really great deductions to get immediate tax write-offs for things that you buy. So those are still available, but if we can avoid going that route and to make this de minimis safe harbor election for these items, it's often better because at the state level, North Carolina, for example, requires a lot of those bonus and 179 deductions to be added back and deducted.
But some of the small business owners, what they need to be aware of though, because whenever they're putting all these things on their balance sheet, they're tracking it. When it comes time to do their business property tax listing, they tend to just grab those items off their balance sheet. They got to remember they still have to pay business personal property tax on those expensed items, which there's a separate line usually on the property tax listings for that. So they do need to be aware of that, right?
Yep, for sure. So that's not something that can be ignored when you do your business property tax listing. Anything that you expense that's less than $2,500 is still going to get capital,
so
get recognized.
Let's say somebody wants to do this, how do they make that election?
So it's actually very easy to do. Sometimes you hear make an election, it sounds complicated, but it's really not. All you need to do is actually deduct the expenses on your tax return, but you do have to include a statement with your tax return saying that you're electing to the de minimis safe harbor election, and you do have to include a specific revenue section under
Most
there,
software packages have a button that you click that says I want to elect this, and it'll do all the filing
for sure. They are. It's a very simple one-page little election to include with your tax return, and you should be good to go.
Awesome. So if you guys have any questions about the de minimis safe harbor election, feel free to give us a call, set up an appointment, we'll help you out. Thanks.